Hi everyone, Claudia from the Paypers attending MPE 2023. If you're curious to find what makes a startup successful, stick with us to find the answers from the leaders.
In this conference, there's a lot of merchants, payment providers, acquirers, and all of them are speaking about a big pain point in the industry, especially in the e-commerce space, which is the card declines. Everyone tries to help with that, saying that they do the best, but in fact, no one touches the main problem, which is the fact that the card issuers are declining these transactions. And that's exactly where Kipp comes in. We are partnering with the issuers. We're creating a network that allows merchants and issuers to collaborate and together approve more transactions. So that's really something that is very unique in the market.
Fyorin is a payments and financial operations platform where we help businesses to automate and monetize their movement of money across different bank accounts, payment methods, and also currencies. So the main difference here is that we are helping finance teams to lower down their financial operations costs. Today, businesses they have to operate cross-border, which means that they have to interact with different financial institutions. But in most cases, finance teams are actually neglected a bit, right? Because they end up with a lot of manual work and then they have to deal with all the different reconciliations. So we are helping them to solve this problem. We are helping them to lower down their financial operations costs, which also helps us to differentiate us from the rest. And in terms of who benefits from our solution, definitely merchants that are operating cross-border, but specifically those finance teams, right? They are today doing a lot of manual work where we help them to remove all that.
Justt is a chargeback mitigation solution at the post-transaction stage for online merchants. What really makes our solution different is the technology we're using to solve the problem. We first provide a hands-free approach so the merchant doesn't even need to deal with their cases. Then we use automation to actually tailor the solution per industry, per merchant, and we're able to handle all of their cases. It doesn't matter if they have 100 cases a month or hundreds of thousands of cases, we'll be able to handle all of their cases at the same quality across every month and the fluctuations that may be happening. And the final point, which is the most exciting point, is really the data-driven approach. And that's really handling the cases while in the background we're running A/B testing and using machine learning to improve the solution over time. So a merchant goes live with us with a better win rate than they had before, but we always tell them we're just getting started. The win rate improves as the more chargebacks that are fed into the system gets smarter at fighting the cases.
So I think what differentiates us from the other startups, or many of the other startups we've seen, is that they are providing a solution to a problem that's never existed before, whereas Silverflow is reinventing a solution that has existed before in order to make it usable today. Three things that we need today. One is data transparency, full data transparency. PayFacs, acquirers, legacy banks, acquirers, they need to see this data. There was no data in the 70s and 80s when these platforms were built. The second thing, ease of use. Mainframes weren't built to be easy to use. PCs were built to be easy to use. That's how we all got computers. So I think if you want to onboard 1 million merchants onto a mainframe, good luck. I think the last thing is innovation. There was no innovation, really. There is now, and the platforms weren't built for it. So you need to be able to deliver innovation quickly, simply, and easily, and that's what we're bringing as a solution.
So what differentiates Brite is three things. The first is that we're more than pure PIS, which means we're in the flow of funds, which gives us a lot more control over the transaction, especially settlement as well as reconciliation. The second is our pan-European instant network, which means we're able to offer instant payments and payouts in more than just separate instant geographies. So this includes the Nordics, and specifically Denmark, Sweden, and Finland. And the third thing is our breadth of use cases across a range of verticals, if that's online trading, e-commerce refunds and returns, travel, cashback, freelance and gig platforms, and the rest. I think it's also important to say that we are a complete solution. So from making a payment to reconciliation to a payout or withdrawal, as well as our data solutions product, which allows for things like enhanced KYC through open banking data.
We live in a world of integrated identity and embedded finance, right? The digital transformation has happened faster than a lot of us think, and what that means is, with embedded finance, almost every organization is a fintech, and payments are critical. We believe that identity really is the transaction. you have to have good identity first to be able to have a successful transaction after that. And so what we do at CAF is we have our Know Your Everything platform, which is an integrated identity platform that's designed to work exactly in that embedded finance kind of scenario. So no matter whether you're trying to get to know, you're talking about onboarding a consumer and you want to know more about that consumer, you need to verify who they are. Whether you're talking about onboarding a business, you need to know who's behind the business. Whether you need to know whether or not that payment credential belongs to that consumer, whatever those critical components are, our platform is designed to do that and be able to help drive that. And so what that means is a much better experience for the consumer, right? And that benefits everybody in the ecosystem. More frictionless onboarding, more payments, more transactions, greater acceptance.